Good morning. Good morning, bye-bye girl. Are you trying to nurse? Oh, okay. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. Look at that face. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, do you see the camera? You're so happy this morning. Yeah. You want to go see Dad and Bubby? You do? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let me see that baby. That monkey. Hi, honey. You okay, pal?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's currently 10:15. I just got done tidying up like all of the rooms of the house because Briar's sleeping upstairs in her crib, and I wanted to take the time to tidy up all of the rooms so that way when she wakes up I can vacuum and get everything like that taken care of. My mother-in-law is coming over tonight to stay the night with my son, just to have like a sleepover with him. He usually goes and stays over at her house, but ever since we've moved in here, she's always been like, oh, one day I'll have to come and stay the night in your room and like have a sleepover at your house. So he got a tent for Christmas. That equipment back there is so ugly, so I'm gonna try to face a different way, but the lighting's terrible, so I'll come over this way. But he got a tent for Christmas, and it's like an indoor tent, but it looks like a camping tent. And so it's up in his room, and he wants her to sleep in there with him. I don't think it's big enough for them to both fit in, but that's kind of the idea for them tonight. So that's that. I think she's gonna come over, and we're gonna make dinner, and we're gonna watch movies and that kind of a thing. So I'm just trying to get the house a little bit tidied. It really isn't that bad, but you know, could always use some tidying. So that's what I've been up to. I figured I would kind of talk about a lot of things actually. So I was gonna try and attempt to do Vlogmas, but to be honest, it has been so crazy around here that I just wasn't able to actually stick with it. So pretty much after day one of, hey buddy, of Vlogmas, we all came down with the flu. So I ended up getting my flu shot, but we all came down with the flu. And so it started with my son, and he had stayed the night with my mother-in-law the night that he started really coming down with it. He came down with a really high fever and stayed the night over at her house and came home, and my husband came down with it. I had a couple of symptoms, but I had gotten my flu shot, and I'm breastfeeding the baby, so luckily I think that really helped us out, but I do think we did have like a few symptoms. And then my mother-in-law got it really bad, and she did get her flu shot as well, but I guess it just didn't hold up as well for her. So that happened. It took us probably about 2 weeks to really recuperate from all of that because it was just so vicious this year. It's really nasty. So it took us a good 2 weeks for that. And then by the time that we were like all feeling a little bit better, we were rushing to do all the holiday stuff that we could catch up with. So essentially we did a light walkthrough, which I shared all of that stuff on my Instagram because I'm if I don't share it on YouTube, I'm usually sharing it on Instagram. Because sometimes it's just like, it's not really like, I'm still getting up and going, obviously, with this whole vlogging thing. So to bring that around with me, sometimes it's not just like the greatest. It's just not super easy whenever I have 2 kids and a family, and usually like other family members along with us, to pull out my camera and vlog at this point of my life and my vlogging career. So I sometimes just record things on Instagram and share things on Instagram. So if you're interested in any of that, you can check that out there. But that is what happened for the rest of the Christmas season, essentially. I did hop on and make one more video, pretty much letting everybody know that we did have the flu, and that I did intend to try to continue Vlogmas. It just really didn't work out. It just pretty much after that, the baby ended up getting some sort of stomach virus, which really wasn't bad at all, praise the Lord. But still, she was kind of fussy, and it was just kind of chaotic. And then trying to balance all the fun things that we usually do for the holidays, and trying to remember to, you know, like pull out the camera and film, and, you know, try to be interactive with the vlog, and then also interacting with my family. It just felt very overwhelming. So I just decided this year for Vlogmas, or Christmas Vlogmas, whatever, I decided to kind of just do what I can, and that's pretty much what I did. Just because, like I said, there was just a lot going on, and it just wasn't the time. But I tried. I was like, oh, it won't be a big deal, and that wasn't the case. It was not a walk in the park like I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. So I am just going to do what I can and share what I can, and that's gonna be that. I also wanted to, I'm like really chatty right now, but I feel like this is the only time I'm actually going to be able to like very much interact, because I'm gonna finish cleaning for the day, and my mother-in-law's coming over tonight, which I might show some of that if it feels right. And that's basically the way I do everything, is like, if it feels right, I will do it at this point. So, I wanted to talk about New Year's, because today is December 20, is it the 28th? No. Is it? What day is it? Today is, I'm not even looking at the right date, no wonder. I think it's the 28th. I'm not 100% sure though. But either way, it's close to New Year's. And my husband and I have both been talking about what we want to work on in the upcoming year, like what our goals are and that kind of a thing. And for myself, I really want to work on my personal needs, because I have truly, and I like speak to this on so many levels, I've truly let my needs and my wants fall into the background of our life, and like that's just part of motherhood to an effect. But the way that I've really let myself fall back into the background is not necessarily healthy, and it's really not necessary. There's ways that I could fix that. It's just a matter of navigating it, making time for it, and, you know, cutting out time for it. So in this upcoming year, I want to really try to work on myself and what makes me happy, and, you know, like giving myself time and grace to take care of myself in the ways that I feel like I need it. Not like neglecting my kids in any way. It's just more of like cutting out specific time to do those things. Because I feel like ever since I had my son, or even was pregnant with my son, I solely just dedicated myself to our house, our like home life, like homemaking and that sort of thing. And while I really like enjoy that kind of thing, I'm starting to feel burnt out on it. I've been doing it for 6 years, while also, you know, letting myself fall into the background of that. And I feel like if I was doing the things that I felt was necessary for myself and like my wants and my needs, I wouldn't feel as burnt out. So it's truly, I have nobody else to blame but myself. I just let myself fall into that pattern. But next year, I'm going to do what I can to, you know, stay true to that and make sure I'm keeping up with that kind of thing. So that's my goal. So what are your goals for the new year? I want to say that we have, like, as a family, we have a couple of other goals, but I don't really want to share about those quite yet because there's no need to. So I'm up in my room trying to get, you know, the house tidied up and vacuumed and everything like I said I was doing earlier. On top of the fact that every time I clean, I have, like, kids running around behind me undoing the things that I've already cleaned, I also have such a bad habit of, like, hyper focusing on certain things. So, like, to like clarify for you, let me try. So I'm currently up in my bedroom, and we had a Christmas tree right here that wasn't being used. It was in our living room, but we got a brand new Christmas tree. But I had put lights on it already, the old one, because we had it up already, and then when we were gifted this new tree, we put it in the living room and didn't know what to do with the other one, so I put it up here. Well, it already had lights on it, so my husband, we gave that tree to my grandma, so my husband took off all the lights, and I was just sorting through the lights to see which ones work, because I was like, oh, it would be nice to have lights up on the back of our bed. So got that sorted out, put lights on the back of our bed. Now I'm sitting here thinking, I wonder how easy and how it would function if I was to move this chair over there and get the crib down and then move the cart over to this side and move that, you know, it's like I want to resituate everything, and it's like that's not what I'm doing right now. Right now, all I'm doing is I'm tidying up. And it's like I do this every single time. Every single time that I start, like, devoting myself to, like, doing one specific task, I sidetrack myself on, like, 14 other tasks. And it's like nothing ever seems like it gets done because I, like, undo progress, which obviously right now there's not much progress going on because we still have all of the babies and my husband and I's gifts over here that I haven't put away or, like, unpackaged or anything like that. So it's all just chilling here on our chair that I need to sort through. I have laundry baskets just hanging out with our boppy. And there's a blanket in here and muslins and toys because I put the baby in there one day so that she could play and I could transport her from room to room. So I also haven't reorganized her cart in, like, ages, so there's just clothes thrown about, there's diapers still in the packaging just hanging out there, blankets are just thrown about. It's just honestly chaos. On top of that, I have, like, I'll talk about this brand in a minute. It was gifted to me, but I just adore it, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But it came in this sweet little bag, and I was like, oh, this bag would be perfect to put stuff for her in the car so that if, you know, our diaper bag happens to be, like, out of certain things, we have something like this, so it's, like, backup stuff. Still haven't done that. It's like, can't get my life together. I'll tell you about this really quick, just because I already started in on it. Oh, are you tired, girl? Or so, what are you doing, Mom? Okay, go ahead. So it's this Happy Bomb brand. My mother-in-law actually gave this to me right before I had the baby. But I wanted to talk about it because as a little girl growing up, having little baby dolls, there was certain things for baby dolls that you could buy, like, to act like you're a mom, you know? So it's like you can buy the pretend soaps and pretend butt creams and lotions and all these pretend things. This brand reminds me of the pretend things that you could buy for your baby dolls as a little girl. Because it just looks like that to me, but it's not. It's all functioning stuff. Like, this is real body lotion. This is body wash and shampoo, and it smells amazing, nonetheless. And then, like, look at this diaper rash cream and this little body lotion. I think that's what it is. Oh, face cream. Like, tell me that doesn't look like something you would get for your baby doll. It's so funny to me. I just think it's so cute. And the bag is so cute. And the little basket bag thing over there is adorable. It all came assembled in there. But I've taken it out because she's got a million things like this. And, I mean, it's really cute. And I just it almost makes me like concerned to use it on her because I'm like, it looks like a toy. So like, is it made out of like what is it made out of? What ingredients does it have? Anyways, that's what I'm up to. I'm going to continue vacuuming. This guy just came up to visit. That's what we're up to. Okay, so it's the next morning now. Yesterday was one of those days that, like, when you look back, it was just like one of those really nice days because it was, for one, like almost 70 degrees outside yesterday, which is a huge change because we just got hit by that blizzard, winter storm Elliott, I think is what it's called. What I said he's called, but what it's called. I'm sorry if you can hear chomping. My dog is right over here and she's eating and she's very loud about it. But it was just really nice. And I had all the candles lit and I got our house nice and clean. And it was just a really nice day. And then on top of that, my mother-in-law came over and we really enjoyed our time with her. We're currently thinking about going on maybe like a small getaway staycation type thing in Echo Bluff, which is in Missouri. It's in Eminence, Missouri. And so we were kind of looking into that because I think if we are going to go, I think my mother-in-law is thinking about going along with us because they have cabins and there's like all kinds of fun stuff to do there. It's really nice. So we were kind of looking into that a little bit. And we played games and hung out with the kids. It was just really, really nice. It was really fun. And I think our son really enjoyed it too because she like hung out in his tent with him in his room. And it was just really, it was nice. It was a really nice evening. So I figured I would wrap up this day. I think I'm just gonna do like just every day. I think that might be like the theme of my channel. It's just like for a day vlog. So that's going to be the deal there. I guess unless there's like something specific that I'm wanting to discuss, which I guess could happen, but you know, whatever. So that is the end of our day. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know it was a really chatty vlog. There wasn't a whole lot going on, but spending the day in the house trying to get the house pulled together. I looked like crap for the entire video, but it is what it is, I guess. Here I am not looking so much like crap. I just got out of the shower. My hair's starting to frizz up, but I need to go and blow dry it. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.